So Adidas has had a huge week. They just had the Bad Bunny Super Bowl moment. They're also going to have a ton of moments here at All-Star Week. We have some Hellstar collabs. We have some signature athlete shoes that we're going to take a peek at that we've never seen before.
The Converse Shai 1 is getting a luxury remake, and we're also seeing a few sneakers from Nike in a similar light from Victor Solomon, and Ronnie Fieg gifted his biggest hater a pair of unreleased shoes. More on that in a little bit, but sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of the WinonaKicks podcast. Adidas, the three stripes, dude. Crazy week for them. It was honestly pretty exciting.
Yeah, let's start with the Super Bowl because that was this past Sunday.
Yeah,
Bad Bunny halftime show. What'd you think of it?
I enjoyed it, dude. I was in San Francisco that morning, flew home so I could beat the traffic of everything, hang out with the family, and actually watch the game. So we were all vibing in the living room watching, and I was peeping, all the outfits, all the backup dancers were wearing some of the shoes. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think that's like the first time I've ever actually listened to Bad Bunny's music. Like I've heard some of the songs on Instagram and TikTok, but that's really about it. And the music was enjoyable to me. What did you think?
I thought it was all right. I'm not one to watch the Super Bowl for the halftime show. I thought it was good energy on the TV. I saw some videos of people like in the stadium and like you couldn't really see him in the grass because he was like, I even saw like a couple Pokemon, like when you're like walking around in the grass looking for Pokemon and Pokemon games. That was kind of him. But
yeah,
I thought it was high energy. I thought it was good. They had a cool set. The vibes were high. I didn't know what he was saying or any of it. I didn't know any of the songs, but it was good energy. So I liked it. It wasn't like, I don't know, like Kendrick's was solid, but like, I don't know. This was just like positive energy, which I liked. So
I just keep seeing that meme where it's like Kendrick's whole set was in English and y'all didn't understand that either. So like, what's the problem?
No, not at all. No. But like
wow.
Kendrick, like I know the songs, and Bad Bunny, like I don't know. I've never listened to his music, but now I've heard a ton of it on Instagram over the last week and stuff like that. But game was kind of a dud. I was hoping for the Patriots to win. Just kind of a cool connection with Drake May, but did not happen this time around. But Bad Bunny, he had the moment. He had a debut of his unreleased at the time sneaker, the Badbo 1.0, the second colorway, the Resilience colorway. So we had the Mocha drop last week, limited, early drop, whatever. Pairs got in, you got a pair, really sick. I love the stitching on the back with the numbering of them. And then these shock dropped, even though everyone knew about it happening on Monday morning. The white pair, all white pair of Brazilians. They tried to make like a moment out of it, like, oh, they sold out instantly, and like they were gonna sell out regardless, just because they dropped a limited pair the week before that's selling for $1,000. So it was a little manufactured, which it is what it is. I get capitalizing on the moment, but objectively,
also a ton of retailers.
I have them. I love them. So
yeah, for sure. But like a ton of retailers got these as well, and people aren't talking about that. I mean, I know Monday morning, like a ton of people were just going over to Soul Play Atlanta, and they had full-size runs just sitting. I know LJ picked up a pair, a few other guys did, and I was like, man, I should have just done that. I waited for the Adidas Bad Bunny website drop and hit on that, was lucky enough to hit on that, but then I was like, oh, I should have just drove 20 minutes down the road and picked up a pair instead of waiting however long that's going to take. But did you peep any of the footwear that like the backup dancers were wearing? It was pretty interesting.
No, I didn't.
I was looking around. I saw at least 3 people in AE2s dancing around up there. And I was like, oh, snap. I think it was only the
Is there any articles on it or anything like that? Or
not that I saw. I mean, it'd have to be just like photos of the performance, but it was a lot of those, the Adidas ballerina. What was the other shoe? There were like 2 or 3 that I kept seeing repeated. So there had to be some sort of like uniform, and they choose whatever you wear. But I thought that was pretty cool. And Adidas searches and Adidas Bad Bunny searches splurged like 200% after this, and they just keep climbing, which is always cool to see. especially for like your first signature sneaker. Obviously, all his other stuff has had success as well. Personally, none of his other shoes with Adidas were really speaking to me, so I didn't go for really any of them. I do have one pair, like the SL72 split down the middle, that I think is cool. But the signature shoe, I'm obsessed with. I think they're great. Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm looking at this article right here. Oh, and then I get ripped with the
of course.
Adidas drops Bad Bunny's shoe. They already hit, and it's an IT shoe milestone. Hopefully there's a restock in the works. I'm seeing a ton of articles talking about how, hey, they sold out.
Of course.
I just know that like this happens every year, especially last year. We saw it a lot with the Deion Sanders shoes with Kendrick wearing them, and that shoe was like has been completely irrelevant objectively over the last 9 months since then. So
fair.
I don't know. What do you think's gonna happen with these? Like, is this gonna be one that they just pump out colorways? Is this gonna be one that they do limited drops? What do you, if you had to guess? Because I don't have any insider info on what's gonna happen with these, but I'm curious what you think.
Same. I mean, looking back on his past collaborations with Adidas, they typically have done what, like 3-4 colorways on each of like the newly designed, reworked models that he does. For this, I feel like it needs a little bit more, just since it's like his shoe. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like 5-6 colorways, and then they go to the 2.0, because it already has the 1.0 in the name, which like hints like, hey, we're gonna do more of these, to me at least. So hopefully we don't see 30 different colorways. I mean, it would be cool, I guess, for everyone to be able to get a pair, but also, you know, you want to keep them at least a little sacred. It just, I don't know, depends on the direction they want to move with it, but I'm hoping more. Like, do a few, do the second shoe, do a few there, and then move on. But what do you think?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Just because the playbook from Adidas that we've seen is so different per shoe. Like the Hardens, I feel like they, even before that year mark is up, they pump out the next model. Where the AE2, they took 2 years, and they're now in the second model, we're starting to see some collabs, which we're going to talk about here after we catch up. And like, I don't know. I hope they keep it a little exclusive, honestly, just because we don't have that with anything right now. And I've talked about it extensively here on the podcast. I think a big part of the sneaker world, whether we like it or not, is the stuff you can't get and wanting the stuff you can't get. So if there's pairs like the Bad Bunny, the pair that's limited, like I want that pair. It's numbered, like cool kind of collector piece. You feel something like a little extra when you wear it. It's not just, oh, it's another GR of like Bad Bunny shoes. I think we need that. I think that would really elevate this shoe and this model for them. Like, think back to the Kanye Yeezy days. Like, bro, the 350s, if you managed to hit a pair of 350s for retail, you were balling wearing those. Like, I bought a pair of the 350 Carbons like 5 years ago, and it was like, I don't even like the shoe that much, but like I got them for retail, and it's like, this is sick. Like, yeah, they're going for like $260, and I paid $220, but like, you get the new 350 that dropped that week, and it was like limited. It sold out every time. Like, I kind of miss that. Like, even if it's like do some activations and just do a pop up, and like you have to line up in here and wait for the shoe, like that's fine too. We don't have to do all digital, but there's just nothing that's. And we're going to see it with All-Star Week. Like, I think a big indicator is what happens with these Union fragments. Like, if they sell out or not. And obviously, it's going to look like they sell out there, and we're going to see photos, like lines down the block and stuff. But then if the resale price is like $50 more than the retail price, it's like, oh, this is not like the kick it used to. So it'd be fun to see Adidas keep it limited with these. Do one drop a month, do an all mocha pair, do an all blue pair, do an all yellow pair, like just the same stuff that he did on the Gazelles. Keep it exclusive. Let us kind of yearn for more of them. And I think it'll be really successful. Now, whether they do that or not, or just go to sell as many units as possible, I don't think that's a bad idea either, but
that's hard.
I think that it's primed for like the perfect, like Oh, they did the sellout of the exclusive pair, and then they did the Super Bowl sellout. People are aware of it. He's only getting bigger and bigger this year. It's like this could be perfect for him. So
I think they need to give it room to breathe too, because I want to enjoy the pairs that I have, because I have the white pair coming too, and I'm like, I want to actually spend some time wearing that shoe. I don't want to in 2 weeks from now be like, oh, I got to get another colorway,
4 colorways behind
and
on the releases.
Just rotating through. It's like,
that's how it was at the beginning of the AE1 cycle, when they dropped like one pair every 2 to 3 weeks, and it was like you got the With Love pair, and then we go to the Timberwolves game and everyone's wearing the With Love pair because this is their early one, and all the workers are wearing the With Love pair, and he's wearing the With Love pair, and then it's like, all right, now we got the blue pair, and then the All-Star pair was like the purple pair, and it's like you got the All-Stars, and now and then towards the end of the cycle, it was like they're pumping colorways out, the green, all these different ones, but now they're like redoing that with the AE2, so yeah, I agree.
True. We're gonna wait and see, I guess.
So we'll get to AE2 talk here in a little bit, but what's new with you, man? How was the travel?
Oh, the travel was so good, dude. It was a pretty quick turnaround. Like I said, I mean, like I got in Friday morning, explored the city a little bit, dude. I walked like 10 miles around the city that day, just kind of exploring, walking around the marinas and trying different little restaurants. Definitely put some miles into the new Brooks shoes, because I only packed those 3 shoes.
Good.
They held up. They held up very well.
Did they?
I was very pleased. I even went up to the Golden Gate Bridge early Saturday morning before
that's fun.
The eBay event, and did some like hiking up in there just to get some fresh air. Hopefully see the Golden Gate Bridge. It was a little foggy, of course, but can't really control that. Also, with the time difference, I was up at like 5 a.m. So I was like, I got like 6 hours to kill. What do I do?
Flip for you.
I'm just going to catch a quick Uber to the Golden Gate, do a little hiking and explore. That was a lot of fun. But the event itself was sick. I mean, they had a ton of celebrities coming through doing live streams. I met is it Vucom? The guys who do the watches online?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. They had a little booth set up where they were doing live streams throughout the day, and I didn't see the guy's face who typically does like the social media, so it didn't like clock with me, but I was hanging out with my eBay rep, and I was chilling with KITH Omar as well. And she was like, do you guys want to meet like some of the eBay sellers? And we're like, sure, whatever. Like, okay.
He's their guy right now.
Introduce us to some people. And she was like, oh, this is the guy from Vucom. And I saw his face and I was like, oh, dude, I love your videos. Like, they're actually really enjoyable on short form. And he was like, I love your outfit. This outfit is incredible. And I was like,
he's got a funny personality. I've watched a couple of his like vlogs on YouTube. He's just
chill,
like
dude.
A normal 25-year-old kid. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yep. I'm ticked I'm not going to All-Star, because we like both followed each other. We're DMing a lot. And he's like, you going to All-Star? What's the plan? And I'm like, oh, maybe next time, but we got to link up and do something. So hopefully, is he in New York, I guess?
Yeah.
I would think.
Bro, we should see if he wants to come on the podcast.
That'd be cool. I'm sure.
Because we could talk about the watch world and sneakers, like kind of in 2 parts.
That's a good idea.
You should hit him while it's fresh, because that would be a lot of fun to get him on. Just selfishly, I think it would be fun to talk to him. Get him on for like half an hour segment. I would just like, but like doesn't hurt. It'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
Personally.
And it's easy. All he has to do is hop on a call. Like super chill. But outside of that, eBay event was sick. Got some cool, I think 2 vintage pieces. I got this pretty sick like Nike motocross sort of like long sleeve jersey shirt, and a Kawasaki one, which I thought was pretty dope. But finally got to kick it with KITH Omar too. I've never like spent an extended period of time with him. So we literally just kicked it all day Saturday, and it was a long ass day for sure. But dope guy. He entertained my 1,000 questions because we were just nerding out about content creation, and he's been doing it like 20 plus years. I've been doing it for
the OG sneaker guy.
Oh, dude, I was very appreciative because I'm sure just talking his ear off with 100 questions, and he was like, boom, 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 boom. So good conversations. The night before that, I met up with our boy Chase Berge and Sneakerhead in the Bay because they were shooting a event for Shaquille O'Neal where he was recording his podcast, and he was like, yo, slide through, I can get you in. It's a very like exclusive event with a ton of like,
I saw that story you posted.
Yeah, I didn't want to post too much because I was there with eBay, and I was like, I don't want to promote all this other stuff. But Shaq, super dope dude, very, very tall. He actually gifted me and a lot of the other people there like Shaq branded cologne. I have it behind me somewhere, and it has my name like laser engraved on it.
Oh, no way.
Ooh. I was like, this is pretty cool, dude. Little just timeless piece to remember that. They had a few like Hall of Famers come through, kick it on the pod with them, and then
like, cool. Do you have any names?
Who do they have? Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, and one other dude, I think. I can't.
Do you
remember
like know
name.
who those guys are at all?
Oh no, I mean like I know the names, but I didn't recognize them because they're a little bit older now. But
so
yeah,
Bo Jackson is arguably the greatest athlete to ever play. He was an all-star in baseball as well as football.
Oh yeah,
I don't think we'll ever see an athlete like him ever again. And then Barry Sanders is the greatest running back to ever play in the NFL. So it's like those are two like
I wasn't
Jordan
super
names
familiar.
there for you.
Exactly. Like I know Bo Jackson's name, I know Barry Sanders' name, but like that's about it. So I was trolling the
after this, I gotta have you maybe insert some highlights of while we're talking about this of Bo Jackson, because his highlight reel
look some up.
He's if I'm not mistaken, he's the only player in history to score a touchdown and hit a home run in the same week, or if not the same day, because he played on two different teams like during the same season, and he would just fly from game to game, and just it was absolutely bananas. Like we'll never see that again. So
he was a dope dude because they had him on the podcast for like 30-40 minutes interview, and he was just talking about like his time.
I gotta listen
between
to
all the sports. Sick. I don't know if I don't know when it comes out because I'm gonna send it to my father-in-law as well, because I was trolling him in the group chat when I was there. I took the photo. I was like, I don't know who any of these people are, but like they're just talking about sports, and he was like, hell? "That's Bo Jackson. What are you doing?" He was geeking, bro. It was so funny, but
that
was cool. That was really cool. Very enjoyable. I'll send you the link as well when that goes live. But outside of that, we did the eBay event. We got some dinner, met up with Chase, Sneakerhead in the Bay, and then DJ Sneakerhead again to go to some other little pop-up, and we kind of just roamed around the city and explored. But I love kicking it with those guys anytime we're around. So it was a blast. It was definitely a good time.
That's awesome.
What about you? We can get into pickups after a little catch up.
Excuse me. What about me? When did we record last? We recorded the podcast last.
Late, right? Or no, early. We did it was
early last
Monday
week,
or Tuesday.
Right? No, I'm looking. Record podcast Tuesday. Okay, so we since then, my birthday was on Monday, so just I spent a couple of days of just not doing anything. It's been a good week because the social game's so weird because for me at least, it's like you put so much work into, and you'd probably feel the same, but you put so much work into videos, and if they just flop and you get like 3 or 4 of those in a row, it's like, God, this is absolutely brutal. So I had 2 of them go back to back, do numbers in completely different things. I did actually 3. The 3 futuristic hoop shoes did really well on Instagram, which that was pumping. I like that.
That was a good one.
And then thank you. I'm having a lot of fun with the lighting. I think I found my niche where it's like I'm trying to keep it really vibey is the simplest way to put it, because nobody's doing that in the sneaker space. So that's kind of my new angle. But that one, and then the Sunday Red golf bag that I got, which golf content, it's always different because everyone knows me as a sneaker guy, and so I'm trying to infuse the golf stuff in a lot more. And that one did really well on Instagram as well, which was awesome because I think it did well everywhere, which is just awesome for me personally because it's a really cool opportunity to work with them. So, and then the ABC Crystal one did well as well. So it was a couple wins. So it just was awesome. It was a good week.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, played some golf with my dad this last Saturday. It was also my little sister's birthday on Saturday.
Oh wow.
February 7th. So we went to dinner with her and met her new boyfriend, which was fun. Nice guy, big basketball fan. So we got a new basketball guy in the family, hopefully. So yeah, did that. And then Sunday Super Bowl, Monday was my birthday. So I just basically checked out for the day. I woke up, Abby made fresh muffins, decorated the kitchen a little bit with some cool stuff. And
I love the kitchen decorations. Those were super cute.
Did I send you it?
She posted it, I think, on her stories. And I forgot about that. Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, she knocked it out of the park. She's the best. So, and she made a fresh cake the night before too. So, yeah, it was just like, I like birthdays, but I'm not like a huge, like I've had a lot of really fun birthdays from Abby surprised me over the last couple of years. So I was like, you know what? I just like 25, like it'd be fun to just hang with her and just enjoy the day and not work at all. And that's exactly what I did. I just played Xbox all day. I went to the simulators. I played 2 rounds of golf, hit some balls, came home. We hung out. We ended up going to Pittsburgh Blue that night, got some good food, and then watched the Wolves game. And it was like the perfect day. So that's awesome. That was super nice. We're going to get dinner with my parents tonight, which will be nice just to see them and stuff. So, yeah, otherwise just I've gotten some kind of, I don't know, random pickups this week. I picked up a new watch, was the big purchase this week.
Yes.
The new Speedmaster. I kind of talked about it last week. So this is a little birthday gift to myself. It's a Omega Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon, all black ceramic case. It's mint. I didn't know it was going to be this mint. It's from 2016, so it's 10 years old. But it's mint. They introduced this model back in 2013. I basically was looking for a regular Speedmaster, like the Moon watch, and all silver with the black face, black dial, super simple. And I got connected. Thank you, Phil. He connected me with an Omega rep because they didn't have what I wanted at Richter and Phillips. Just because used Speedmasters are not easy to find because they're the same as New Balances. Like people buy them and wear them. They don't buy them to resell them like Rolexes, where you can find any Rolex in the world, and Omega's not Rolex, which at this price point I could have gotten Rolex, but Omega, something about it's just like I love it. Like you can get something super, super, super sick for like a base just to have a Rolex essentially. So
Rolex,
yeah, I don't know. I've just kind of fallen in love with the Omega brand too, and they're a big golf sponsor. They're a sponsor of the Olympics and stuff. So, yeah. So I was looking for a Speedmaster, and I got connected with the 1912 company, I think it is, which is like another Richter and Phillips, but they have a huge social media space essentially. And they found me one, and I was like, you know what? Like they also had this one. And this one that they had on their website was one of the cheapest ones in the country. So I was like, I could get a really good deal on this one, or I could get like the one I wanted. So I ended up forking over the extra bread, and I got the really sick one. And I'm glad I did because it's absolutely ridiculous. So it's beautiful. I'm pumped about it.
So good.
Yeah,
which band is on that? Is that leather or fabric?
So it's like a parachute on the outside. Like a canvas, and then the inside is actually stitched leather. So it's like a 2-part, and then it's got the ceramic clasp as well. But yeah, it's
crazy.
I'm gonna maybe get a couple different bands for it, but yeah, I'm pumped about it. I was waiting in the mail all day yesterday. It came yesterday, and so yeah, I got a video coming out on it soon, but that was the birthday gift. So yeah, it was a really good week. And then besides that, on the shoe front, I got 2 pairs. I got 1 pair that I bought, and then 1 pair I got sent.
Okay.
So the first pair I bought, I just got an alert from, I don't even know who, but Dick's Sporting Goods restocked them. The new Vomiros.
Oh, yeah.
The different midsole. I got to remember the name of this one. The Vomero Premiums, not the Vomero Plus. I don't know. I wanted to compare them to the Vomero Pluses. And it's a shoe that I just think's really cool tech-wise, and I'm excited to kind of film it in the studio. So, and I think getting some comparison videos of the two will be kind of cool. So,
I've been getting a lot of DMs recently of people asking me about that shoe too.
I think it's one of those where it's like, I just was recommending it to, who was that? Oh, Joe Ryan of the Twins. And he's like, what kind of training shoes? And I'm like, you know what? This one just came out. Like, the Pluses are great. The Pegasus Premiums are also great. The SL Pros are great. But I think that one's going to be just as popular. I've seen a ton of the Pluses, the Vomero Pluses, like all over the place. And I think this is going to be very similar to that. So
I'm curious. I feel like that video will do well because so many people.
I think so.
You tried them. What do you think? And I'm like, I haven't tried them. I don't know.
Yeah, they haven't really been in stock anywhere. That's why I haven't personally like picked up a pair, and I saw they restocked. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna jump at it.
I kind of just forgot about them because they're not in stock. So it's not something like, you know, you see it all the time. You're like, oh, maybe I'll go for those. But
no,
if I don't see it, I forget about it. There's too much coming out, bro.
And then this showed up from Under Armour, a really cool backpack bag. I just kind of got connected with them on the golf side, and they forwarded me to the basketball side. I'll do a full unboxing, but they sent over some gear, and then inside, I don't really know how I'm gonna handle this video because it's kind of a weird one. It's Steph Curry's last shoe with them. Objectively, I think the shoe looks great. I know for a fact that Curry didn't like it, and now he's no longer with the brand. And so I'm kind of surprised that they're doing like PR rollouts with it, because
I know.
I mean, they probably have the stock. Like, they're just kind of in a tough spot right now, even though I think they're putting out some good product and stuff like that. So,
speaking of Under Armour and Curry, I did run into Tony Mui out there.
Oh, did you really?
Chatted with him for a little bit. Yeah.
He's been doing some fun stuff over there. I remember when he called me and he's like, dude, I'm going to do stuff with Curry. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh, insane.
That's sick.
So me, Kais, and him just kind of chatted on the sidewalk because we were trying to get into the Levi's Nike event and they wouldn't let us in. They were like, oh, yeah, this is closed off. And me and Kais were like, yeah, but it's us. Anybody?
Yeah, you know,
can anyone let us in?
It's always a weird one.
I know. Also ran into Steve Nato. He literally walked up to us all three on the sidewalk when we were talking. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just roaming
pretty
around.
Funny.
I don't know. It's like everyone was out.
Yeah, so I got that. Sick. And then the last thing I got was the, let me adjust my camera here. I don't know if it's in frame. The FC Cincinnati sent me a little care pack with their new kit for the year. So we got the new jersey and they put McClay on the back, which is
what?
Unbelievably cool. So
that's awesome.
A fun one there. Yeah. So
why not?
It was a good week.
That's super sick, dude. I love it. Let's see. For me, I got 3.5 sneakers.
Okay.
I'll show you the half, obviously. First one. Very excited about these, dude. We talked about them like last week, the other week. Stranger Things Nike Foamposite. I still haven't tested them out to see like how bright the glow is because someone was saying it is like nuts, but apparently,
oh really?
Some of the lightning glows, outsole glows. Very curious to just break them out. This is one of those that I'm like, I want to wear them, but I don't know if I ever will because it's a little out there. Yeah. Also, it'd be just so cool to have this shoe like years from now and be like, yep, that was the Stranger Things foam. The box is really cool. The extras are really cool. Love these like distressed laces they did. Just a freaking gnarly shoe. Now I just have to wait to be able to make content because I think they pushed the release date back at Soul Play, something along those lines, and they're trying to do a little secret little pop-up thing event.
So you just spoiled the secret is what I'm hearing.
Well, they haven't said it. They also don't know what it is yet. I know what it is.
So something is coming. Okay.
Something's coming, but just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for Soul Play. Those are the homies. For the half release, Meryl sent me and the wifey over some new running shoes, and I don't remember the name. The Agility Peak 6. Their new
for
basically
total side play here, but for the fact that you said wifey, that just like threw me off because I totally forgot you guys were married. Like,
I know. Isn't that
it's
crazy?
one of those things where it takes a minute to kick in.
It's like, what?
Even though I was at the wedding, but
I never say wifey either. She hates that. So
no, you don't.
She's never.
That's why maybe that was part of
it. But Peak Agility 6, Meryl trail running shoe, killer freaking Vibram traction on these, and very excited to break these out. We're actually going up to Gatlinburg near like the end of next week just to do some hiking, get away, go hang out in the mountains. Should be a fun time, and we'll both break these out. And just a fun bright. I'm
curious what you think about those.
Same, because they so I was talking to my rep over at Merrill the other day, and this shoe, I never did a video on these. I think I talked about them when I got them.
Those are like the classic Morels to me.
Yes, these are the Grimassi collaboration they did like halfway through last year. I only wore them once, and just the way they fit was a little weird. And I didn't realize they sent me 1 9.5 and 1 10. And they're like they didn't send me a box. Like, it's literally a marketing like sample, not for resale, anything. So I was kind of waiting to wear them until I made a video. Then I wore them once, and I was like, this is weird. But I realized that, told him, and we were just having a laugh over it. He's like, anything on the website, just let me know and we'll send it and you can try it. So those came out like,
what did I just see? I just saw
6 days ago, and I love them.
I don't know if it was when we were scrolling for articles, but I thought I just saw like a crazy Morel shoe that you.
They have a
check
lot.
Out.
They previewed a lot at Paris Fashion Week too. I don't think it was anything we covered because they weren't included in the other articles, but it was some cool stuff.
Keen, never mind. It was Keen.
Bro. I was digging through the Keen website the other day because I'm dying to get a pair of the whatever their like low top all suede shoe is. I can't think of the name, but I'm waiting for the right color on those because I feel like that's going to be the Solomon alternative this year because people are getting a little like Solomon's catching on. And people are trying to find something that's a little different. And I feel like that's the shoe. But
yeah, fair enough.
I'm sticking with Solomon. Also got the Badbos. One. Broke them out on a grocery run yesterday. And they were very comfortable. It's not like obviously wearing a runner, but like the midsole's squishy. I just had zero issues rocking them around. Really ticked now that I ordered the second pair a half size bigger because I think true to size works perfectly, at least for me, because this toe box
I had
like
to go
so
up a half.
wide.
It's tricky.
So I'm curious.
Very dependent.
I'm gonna compare them and just see. But also I heard that the other pair fits a little bit wider anyway or bigger. I don't know, dude. It's freaking weird. But I got 1154 out of 1994, and I just want to wear this shoe in the ground. So I'm kind of bummed that it is a little limited because if I beat them up too much, I probably will never get another pair. So I don't know, but super freaking sick colorway and crazy shoe. Shout out to the Adidas team that was able to bring these to life. I've been seeing a few posts on Instagram showing like old Adidas magazine like salesman articles of what is essentially this same shoe design, a little bit different midsole, a little bit different upper, but in like a low top and a high top. And they're like, oh, that's where the inspiration came from. And that's why I kind of like it too. Like, it's an old archived Adidas shoe, updated for now, tweaked by Bad Bunny. What more do you want? What more do you want? Great shoe though.
I think they nailed it. I'm the same way. I want to wear mine into the ground, but I don't want to wear them in the snow. Maybe I will. I don't know.
Maybe, especially when that white pair
always get another
comes.
pair.
I'm like, that'll probably be the beater pair, and then these will be the, if I'm at like an event or something that's a little more.
Yeah.
These are cool
Fair
shoes
enough.
vibes, but that's the pickups. Let's talk about some more sneaker news. There's a lot.
Yeah, so let's fire through these. We kind of hinted at it a little bit ago, but Anthony Edwards dropping a Hellstar AE2. So we got more AE2 or AE collabs. So he's been wearing these in the games recently. They look great. It's really unique, all camo upper, some Hellstar detailing. Yeah, here's the on foot looks.
I love what they did with the branding placement on like the side of the ankle collar, just the H star.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it all
just
outsole. The
so
outsole
cool.
is Hellstar. There's a little pull tab on the back heel. The back heel also has Hellstar logo as well as the tongue, but it's split, so one has it, one doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
They're
I'm
cool.
not a big camo guy, but I like these.
I'm not either, but they look good. They're definitely not like my absolute favorite, but I think it's one of the better AE2s so far.
What is up with the ankle collar in the back? Like the pull tab area. Go to the next photo over to the left. Why does it look like it folds in like that?
So that's just the fabric. The back of the AE2 has a really, really puffy back heel to lock your ankle in. This one definitely looks a little bit more puffy than normal. I think it's just some of that material that they have. But and this might be an early pair. It might be a sample. It might be boof. Like, I don't even know what we're looking at here. But yeah, it looks a little bit more normal in the pair that he's wearing. So
yeah. Interesting. It's just, dude, I love what Hellstar's doing with Adidas. A lot of the stuff is, shoes that I wouldn't personally wear, but they're so cool to see. And I love it when a new partnership, is able to flourish. And
and they have a matching Superstar collab that looks identical to it, but it's on a Superstar. But they basically took an all white shell toe Superstar and made it camo, but not making it camo. They kind of made it look like it's spray painted camo throughout.
Yeah.
And then the flames on the side, like the same pairs that we saw at Complex Con. The sock liner, incredibly high quality. The laces, thick laces. These are sick. These are more of like a art piece, honestly. Yeah. If anything. Insole's crazy. Cool. More graffiti artwork. I mean, even the thick laces have art on like the lace itself.
Oh, so yeah.
The thing that stands out to me, that's like one of my things, like I'm always looking for, look at how premium this leather looks on the tongue, and then look at how nice it looks on the sock liner. Like, it is a full leather sock liner, which we rarely see, especially on the Superstar model. Exposed foam. These look really, this back heel detail is ridiculous.
It's just so loud, and I kind of like that it's loud. It gives that sort of like customized look to it. And I like the flames they did on the midsole too. Like you said, like
this could purely be an art piece and have it on display. Like, this looks like a custom 101 type deal, but it's not.
I like it. Shout out to Hellstar, man. Killing it.
I don't know how they actually produced this shoe, because
that's
it's actually ridiculous.
It's a lot of work. I wouldn't be surprised. I know they're not like crazy retail price, but this is a shoe that, like, if they told me this was a $210 Superstar, I wouldn't think twice. 180 is pretty steep. I mean, typically they're what, 100, 110?
Yes.
I don't know.
I just like the leathers that they look like they used. Worth it.
I like it.
This is a shoe that you feel like you get the value for when you pay 180. Like, this isn't something like the Vomiros that I just picked up. I think those were 210 out the door. And yeah, it's a high performance running shoe, but still, it's like, it's a little expensive. This is one that it's like
just mesh.
Done, 180, done. Because these are going to resell, I would say. If I had to predict something, I would say that these are going to resell.
Absolutely.
And then they're also doing the same kind of 2-pack with James Harden and Willy, who we just saw on the Mega Rides. Seth, I'm going to let you pronounce the name since you
Willy Chavarria. Well, I've heard Chavarria, and I said Chavarria, so I don't know how you actually.
So it's one of those, Chavarria. We're getting that 2-pack concept on the Harden Volume 10, as well as the, what is this? The Superstar model, another Superstar model. Harden's. What are you thinking on these? Try to describe.
I think they're super cool, dude. It's like a all black base for the Harden Volume 10, but the upper looks like it's a metal sort of like shell that has roses sort of like etched into it with black sort of like paint to sort of accent the shadows of the roses. This feels like you're a knight in shining armor type shoe, and the same can be said about the Superstars, but this is one I like. I would like to wear these just like casually. I think they look sick. Did a great job.
I don't know if I could wear these casually. They're pretty out there.
Oh, and the waxed laces too. That's kind of tight.
Yeah, they're very nice. This one's, again, I think he just wore these on the court because he just got traded to the Cleveland. I mean, I don't know. I don't like these as much as the Hellstar, but I think they're really cool. It reminds me a lot of the foam posit, the side of the foam posit, because it's basically just a blank canvas, so you can do whatever. And they essentially got rid of the waves that they have typically and just made it flat and then put a design on it, which I think is pretty cool. So, and then the Superstars, not bad. All black. It's got a shiny metallic silver. Almost looks like it's a piece of hardware that was like hand etched and stamped, like a piece of armor from the medieval age, but it's just the toe portion with some crazy detailing on it. And then the rest of it looks like we have a nice nubuck / leather throughout the rest of the shoe. All black, really nice leather sock liner, the good premium laces on it, cool branding. They're not bad.
I love these. I'm not a big like Superstar guy, but these just feel like they would be so fun to wear. And like looking back on this shoe like a few years from now, you're going to be like, that was crazy. He really put, I'm sure it's not metal, but like they literally put a metal toe cap on the Superstar. That's pretty sick.
I mean, it might be metal because they're calling this the Compton Cowboys X Superstar metal.
If it's actually metal, that's crazy. And I would definitely go for those. Like,
if it's metal, then yes.
Yeah, like that's so cool.
Press Fashion Weekend, the Hellstar boots reworked, modeled upper, black shuttle, blah blah blah. Continues to explore cowboy crew directly. Superstar features rich suede upper, stony branding heel, but the real focus is on the metal shell toe that features Western style patterns seen on handkerchiefs. Okay, so if that's like legit like metal, that's pretty sick.
That's cool. That's cool. I think that's sick.
It's cool. That's a cool detail. I like it.
I gotta make some phone calls.
Yeah, there's a few of them here that I'm like, I gotta reach out to some people. This is one for sure. The Adidas Badbo. This is Ma Maniere collab.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
So let me read this. Adidas reached out to sneakers regarding the Ma Maniere Badbo. The sneaker is not a collaboration. The naming position initially appears at the retail packaging. Importantly, Adidas does not currently have the rights or approval to use Ma Maniere. And clothing update, blah, blah, blah. This is the 125th Harlem anniversary. So it's not officially an Ma Maniere branding. I think there's a mix-up on some of that. A tribute to the NYC neighborhood Kareem Abdul-Jabbar grew up in. For those that don't know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is one of the greatest NBA players of all time. We remain on track for a February 14th release, so these release in 2 days. So this is a Harlem tribute to the city he grew up in. I was going to say, because, like, I don't see anything on Ma Maniere on here.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's an all-sale upper. It's got a basically if you took a pair of Jabbar lows from the 70s, like an original pair, and brought them to this year, and you took all that aging on the midsole, all that aging on the upper, the yellow would be a little, or the white would be a little faded, and then you stitched on a really cool back heel with one with some blue, like a tile print, and then one with green tile print, some colorful insoles. That's what this shoe is. It looks like it's straight out of the 70s.
I think they're really sick. I would wear these for sure. Yeah, the Ma Maniere
I would rock these into the ground
thing is kind of confusing because we did get word like a few months back that Adidas and Ma Maniere are rumored to start like working together again. And now it's like they are, but they aren't. I don't know. Weird.
I just like the Bruce Lee pair that I did a review on a couple months back. That was one of my favorite shoes of the year just because of the storytelling with it. And it's such a cool, I'm scared to wear them. Like, it's not an expensive shoe or anything. I'm scared to wear it just because the materials are so premium and I love just looking at the shoe. So that's one that this summer I'm going to break out a bunch. I'm just a huge fan of the Jabbar series. I don't know why, but the classic silhouettes just scream to me.
It's cool. I want to wear the Bruce Lee pair too, but I think they sent me, it's like a 10 and not a 9.5. So it's like slightly too big. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Don't know. We'll see. But very sick silhouette.
Back to Anthony Edwards, Adidas and Y3. They did a little surprise drop, essentially, a surprise promo for it. I don't know what shoes we're looking at here.
It's like the Crazy Infinity, but with a Y3 reworked upper, I guess.
And
they
it's
look
a
super
mid-top.
premium.
Yeah.
That's
so we
cool
kind of have
shoe.
some like artsy looking photos. It's hard to kind of tell what we're looking at. Another low top, all black with a strap over the top. They did a baseball series with some baseball jerseys. We got Yotoshi Yamamoto. I think that's his first name, Yotoshi. I can't remember. Other names, but one of the jerseys was Anthony Edwards on the back stitching. They did a kind of a post on Instagram regarding it. It's slight, like it's nothing that's like, whoa, I need to get this, but it's Y3, so it's kind of elevated. It's probably going to be really expensive, but it's cool.
I want that Anthony Edwards jersey though. I think it'd just be cool to have. And I love Y3. They're like, they've been the GOATs for a long time in my eyes as far as footwear goes for quality. So I think it's a cool crossover. They should do a Y3 AE2. That's what I need.
Yep.
That would go hard.
My kind of dream AE2 collabs would be Fear of God, which isn't going to happen because they're done. Y3 would be one of them. Clot was one of them, but now they've done it. I'm trying to think of other ones.
What other like big Adidas partners? I mean, I'd love to see what
Bad
Phil
Bunny
would do. Bad Bunny.
Phil. Yes, Phil, because Ant was rocking Piggy Runners, so I'd love to see a one-of-one concept or something like that.
You could do Pharrell. Why not? That would get people talking. There's just so much room for collaboration with Adidas, and I think
there is
dude. So sick. You got to tap into it more.
More stuff. All-Star Week. These kind of popped up out of nowhere. We got a Book 2 Fragment collab. I think these kind of dropped already, if I'm not mistaken. I got an alert for it at least.
So. I saw people finding them in retail stores.
Really?
Yeah.
So they basically like flipped the box. It's typically an orange box that they come in, but it's an all blue to match that Fragment blue. And then it's an all black upper with the Fragment text on the side, Fragment text on the logo, or Fragment logo. And then the swooshes are flipped. So we have a white swoosh on the outside and then a blue Fragment style on the inside. Another one that's kind of slight. It's cool. If you know, kind of a deal. They dropped February 10th for $140.
I don't mind these, but like you
said,
they're
clean.
Very, if you know, but I don't mind them.
It's just one of those that's like, give it a week and we're going to completely forget about this.
That's exactly what I was thinking. No one's going to remember.
Did you want the Salehi New Balance 992s at all?
I do. I just don't want to pay for them because I know they're like,
okay, they just dropped. If you're interested in that, I just got an alert
Anna yesterday was like, oh, I found a pair of shoes I wanted. And I was like, well, what is it this time? And she turns her phone and it's that shoe. And I was like, if you can tell me what that shoe is, I might get it for you. She was like, it's a Salahi. And I was like, nope, wrong. Not getting them.
Hey, shout out Salehi, man. He followed me last night because I posted a video on his sponges.
Oh, yeah.
I got around to posting that from Complex Con, and he dropped the follow. So I sent him a DM, and then I looked at all the mentions of him on my stories over the last, like, 3 years, and there's probably, like, 40 of them. So,
yeah.
I have met him, and he said I look like Steiny. So that was the only time that I've met him. So someday maybe we'll have him on the podcast. That's one of my dream guests on our notes tab. Cool. So I said he's one of the most iconic footwear designers of all time, and I stand behind that. So
100%. I still, dude, once every like 2 weeks, I look at those Complex sponges, and I'm like, I need to do something with those. And
I gotta wear them. I gotta wear them.
They're sending me a pair of I think the all white ones sponges. So I'm excited. Those I'll probably wear. The Complex ones, I'm like, but they were, I don't know.
I want to look to see if they're reselling, but
I don't think they are.
Let me look. Sponge.
Like now there's so many different colorways.
There is,
which is like kind of cool.
Not really. No.
Yeah. Not surprised.
The Satoshi Namamoto's are like $1,000. That all black.
Well, because those were unique.
Pair.
Yeah, those were super unique. Complex Com was
but
just another color.
So next story here, Shai. They did it. They finally did it. This is one of the best looking basketball shoes I've ever seen. The Shai 001 Luxe. It is, if I had to design a Shai, this was what it would be. It's a all mocha brown design with absolutely premium detailing on the upper. I believe it's a nubuck. The truffle. Yeah, this is, bro,
they're so
leather
good,
upper, maybe combined with some leather. It's not a PE.
They're doing a huge activation at ASW for these two. So I'm curious if they're dropping then, or if they drop later.
I mean, bro,
the zipper. It's just like a piece of leather on the zipper instead of the plastic.
Speak to me. Yep, this is it.
Yep,
this is maybe a top 10 shoe of the year for me already. Yeah. Just because this is right up my alley. The first Jordan 1 I ever hit for retail, that was like, everyone knows the story, but like I drove 9 hours to go pick up my pair of Jordan 1 Mochas for retail because I love the brown colorway so much, and that shoe was perfect. This is that, but it's on a Shai. So, yeah, I might need a couple pairs of these, one for the shelf, one for the feet, maybe one for the street too. So,
dude, same. That was good.
Yeah, these are nice. These are nice. I saw these and I kind of freaked out right away. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Whoa, they did it!" Like,
I got the email from the Converse team talking about the pop-up they were doing like an hour before they showed these photos, and in the email it was like, "Hey, this is all like under embargo, confidential. Like you can't tell anybody.
Give it an hour."
And then 1 hour, boom, here's all the photos. And I was like, whoa.
I wonder if somebody leaked it or what the deal was, or if it was an official.
No idea. No clue. Or they just sent out the email too late. But yeah, these are mandatory. Do we know a price at all?
I don't care. I don't care how much they cost.
I mean, I don't either.
170. February 28th.
They're 130, 120 usually.
Premium.
Yeah. I like them. Dude, those would look so good with anything.
These, I'm getting these. So that's the highlight of the week.
Man.
Nike unveiled a trophy collection for LA, collaboration with Victor Solomon. They look like kind of customs almost. Basically took an all-white Foamposite, an all-white Air Max 90, and an all-white Air Force. Added some essentially custom swooshes to them with some gold print and some custom laces. I guess. Just lace swapped it. Some stitching details. They look like a pair of customs that you see on like a random Instagram page. Yeah. And that's kind of the vibe they're going for in these photos as well. The foam posits are cool, but the other two
are cool.
Kind of basic. The foam have a crazy, I don't even know what kind of design that is. Flowers, paisley. Almost like a paisley, almost like an architectural, like there's like lines in it. Like it's like a design. It's like the Supreme background.
Foams they dropped back in the day, but just all white with black lines.
Yes.
And then the laces are all chains, gold chains, which, okay.
I don't know how that works, but
yeah, you know,
they're cool.
They're cool. It's all right.
Yeah, they're all right.
Not for me.
This was a funny story. So Ronnie Fieg notices his haters. So he, this guy Doug on Twitter, basically has been hating on Ronnie Fieg's stuff for years now. I don't know if this is going to have any other tweets in there, but basically like anything you can think of, he like has been hating on it. And there was a couple of tweets like, oh, this is so basic. Like, oh, this is boring. Like anyone can do this. And Ronnie like basically killed him with kindness, sent him a PE of an all black Air Force and wrote him a note and said, you forgot to hate on these. I don't know. The spelling's kind of, you forgot to hate on these. It's a PE. Kind of funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. But dude, if this happened to me, I would have seen that letter and made a video instantly and be like, how could I hate on him if I didn't know they existed?
It's true.
These are trash.
Objectively, the shoe is not crazy. Like it's just an Air Force with a black crocodile upper and a sail midsole with some gold lace tips, but it's more the gesture itself that it's like it's pretty funny.
I agree. It was cool, dude. I mean, like
nature of this.
I would geek. Anyone would freak out about this, but yeah, the shoe's pretty cool. Shoe's pretty cool. Shout out to Ronnie. That was a good move. If I had the resources, dude, I'd do the same thing.
Yep. I just watched his. I watched a breakdown, a YouTube video. Somebody did a YouTube video of his BMW collection. And that was pretty cool to see because he's basically taken every BMW model, all the classics, and broke them down to the studs or hired people to do that and then restore them all the way up to perfection. And his collection's pretty ridiculous. So that was fun to watch.
That's nuts. Let's talk about goals.
Yeah. No, final recap on the warning label Nike pack. We posted a video about these. We've talked about them in weeks past, but they kind of did a weird, like, slow rollout of all the colorways. I wish they would have just dropped this image and, like, hey, these are all the colorways. But they're doing a rainbow pack, essentially. So it's going from color coordinated, like a white to light blue to teal to yellow to orange to darker orange to pink, which makes sense now that we see this photo because the Sabrinas, the KDs, and the Giannis's are all kind of similar. But the ones we haven't seen yet, the LeBron 23.
I don't mind this one. It's not my favorite, but
Green Goblin vibes. It's kind of like a crocodile upper. We also got photos of the GT Future. This is basically cool. Silver Surfer, but in a shoe. Like if you were going to put Silver Surfer into like an AI engine and be like, make me a shoe. This is what it would look like. So it's all silver, crazy cool photos. This would be a really cool poster. Just this photo itself.
It would.
So
which charm does that one come with? None?
I don't know. I'm not seeing one.
I don't know. The LeBron one obviously comes with like a giant lion head, but
not seeing one.
The shape of that shoe is so cool. Oh, it's like barbed wire. That's cool. Actually, super rad. Very metal.
The LeBron one comes with a king or a lion, if I'm not mistaken. The A1. I wish they would have done more with this one. It's basically just an elevated launch colorway, the pink pair, but it's like metallic pink.
It's not bad.
Not a whole lot. It's like, yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
I like the model a ton. It's just like this would have been cool as the all white one. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it.
that.
It's got some iridescent tones to it, so the back heel almost looks like orange and red when you put it in the light. So I like that. The other one, I think that's all of them. Yeah, and then the GT Futures or the GT Cut 4 we talked about already. So
yeah, solid. Collection. I don't know if I would put this above last year, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe. I don't know.
I think the books I really like. I would love to get a pair of the books. The GT Futures, I think would be cool to get a pair of.
It's so sick.
Yeah, I still have the KDs from last year.
I liked those a lot, actually.
I think the books in the GT Future, I think would be fun to get. So that's kind of what I'm on the hunt for.
Likewise.
Okay, I've not seen this yet. Could J-Tips be joining Nike? Fill me in.
This is just a rumor. This is just a rumor. This is a post I saw. I've heard people talking about it. There's no telling, but we now have a lot of photos of him wearing Nikes. It would be sad for like the Saucony community because I feel like, you know, he's built like a cult following through his Saucony drops, which rightfully so. They've been very interesting, but there's a lot of people who aren't really feeling the Saucony stuff, or they're just reluctant to trying a new brand because they're Nike Jordan heads. So, hey man, if he can come up with a killer Nike, I'm assuming just a colorway because they're not going to give him a silhouette, but I think that'll definitely make some waves. And I don't know obviously how true any of this is, but a lot of the photos we're seeing of him, he's wearing some pretty loud Nike shoes. Like right now he's wearing the Galaxies. There was another photo of him wearing it was like the mismatched SBs. Scroll down a little bit. Maybe there's some other photos. Oh yeah, all these.
Yeah,
let's see. I don't even know what those are.
Custom
those look like
Air
customs that he did.
The P-Rod.
Yep.
The
Travis Fragment lows.
Yep. CPFMs. Interesting. Yeah, that definitely, if he's wearing those and not his own shoe, I would highly suggest he's going to Nike. I don't know how to feel about it. I've never I like J-Tip stuff. I think he's a good dude. I don't know. It's just not necessarily my style. So
that's my thing too. Dope guy.
I don't know what model he would mess around with either. Like I don't want to see it like on an Air Force or like just a basic.
I don't know. Well, right now they have so many cool like runners, like trainers,
the Y2, like the 2K5s maybe, or
that's something. What comes to mind just based off what he's been doing with Saucony, or maybe he'll just completely pivot and do, you know, something different or unveil like a new silhouette that's gonna be the next hit thing. I don't know, just a rumor, but I think it's interesting. They're poaching people now.
Interesting. Debut of a brand new Jordan model. This is the 85 inspired Skyline Low.
I don't think these need to exist. We have Jordan 1 lows. Need to
exist. I mean, they did back in the day. It's just who's wearing these? These are going to be great sold owners for 85s.
Oh, that's so true.
Because you have the 85 outsole, so these are going to get bought like crazy just to poach that outsole, gray and white outsole. Yeah, these will be $100 retail. I see these $40 clearance all day in like a year.
For sure. And it's not like a bad shoe. It's just
not the time for it.
Why are you flooding the market?
It's not the time for it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just thought that was weird. And of course that pops up on the news feed. And I'm like, really? Another new Jordan 1 bootleg knockoff? Is that just a mock-up? It looks like the Bike Airs.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just, I don't see this as the time for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the price point's good. So there will be people that wear it.
Yep. So. No, there'll be an outlet special.
Is what it is.
Last one here before we get to our unnamed segment. Thom Browns. Is that how you say brown? It's brown, but with an E at the end. Brownie, brown. Braun.
I think it's either Thom Brown or
I think it's Thom Brown.
I'm not a fashion
its first
bro.
ever sneaker collab is coming on the Seth special, the A6 Gel Keanu 14. Everyone's favorite NFL player, Stephon Diggs, here is the model for it.
Yeah, he's big A6. I forgot about that.
That was completely sarcastic. I do not like him at all. But
really,
he Minnesota Viking, Minneapolis Miracle, like cool history. But then his way out was very like, F this team, like I hate these guys, I want out, and then traded him to the Bills, and it blew up there, and then traded him somewhere else, blew up there, and I think him and Cardi B just broke up, if I'm not mistaken. So he lost the Super Bowl. I think he's had a tough week. So
yeah,
plus he's got court for, if I'm not mistaken, assault of some sorts. Which I think his brother Trayvon Diggs is the same thing. If I'm not mistaken, he's going to court too. So don't quote me on it, but they're great guys. So not looking at the athletes here, the shoes themselves, they're clean. They're clean.
That dark gray pair, dude, looks so premium. It's very
Leather,
rare
nubuck.
now that we see premium materials on the Keanu 14. Now we have like suede with tucked like seams, leather, like stitch work looks great. This one just looks fun. I would definitely wear this all great.
Half of it's the socks that they're wearing, I think.
Oh,
on this, it makes you look a lot softer.
Always the case, man.
And then we have an all white pair, kind of American style, kind of giving me
it's like Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, but what are those what are the dad shoes that are like, oh, I know what they are. Let me do it.
Uh-oh. What's he gonna do?
Yep, spot on. Spot on. They remind me a lot of Fila's. The Fila dad shoe. All white. Like look at the tongue tag. White with the same checker. Bro, it's identical. It's identical.
That's true. That's true.
These are Fila's. So we have a Fila ASIC, which I think it looks good. I think it's really clean.
It does. And I think
March 2nd, we have an all black pair as well. Same American stripe. And then the gray pair only has it on the back heel tab, not on the front.
See, the white pair has a lot of mesh, where the other pairs are all suede, more premium. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
this is a good like 4th of July shoe right here.
Oh, it definitely is. It's an if you know, you know type shoe though, for sure.
I like it. March, drop in March.
I like it. Cool stuff.
All right, for this week's unnamed segment that I don't know if we'll ever get a name of it. Shout out to the Discord. The Discord has been very active recently. I kind of tuned into it this last week. It's fun to see some activity in there and stuff. People are tossing their new pickups in there, and
you previewed
I think somebody
watch.
I did. I'm dropping some early stuff in there, just kind of as fun. But I think I don't know if it was a YouTube comment or the Discord, but they said we should just leave it as the unnamed segment. So I think maybe we just do that. This is the unnamed segment. For my unnamed segment of the week, I don't know if you saw this, but Ferrari just came out with their first EV ever. And the designer of it is Johnny Ive, who designed the first iPhone. And so in the automotive world, this made headwaves because Mr. Johnny Ive, like legendary tech designer, is now with Ferrari. And it's very if Apple made a Ferrari. So the design itself, I think this is perfection. To me, this is exactly what I want. This is something I really like about Porsche's design on their 911s. It's very like matte black. There's no piano black. It's matte black everything. The dials are all really clean. They're simple. This is I also, when I was doing valet back in high school, I really like Jeeps because the Jeep buttons are very simple and they're very tactile and they're very just clean. That's something I like about our Honda too. And so he basically took that design and put it to the nth degree on this brand new EV Ferrari. So the tack setup and the dash setup is super clean. The buttons, like just looking at the sport mode button on the steering wheel, is super clean. Like I just can feel how tactile these are.
Yeah.
the side screen. They basically tried to keep this. Everyone's putting just giant screens in cars, especially EVs, and he's like, I don't want to do that. So they have very timeless designs, essentially, with screens behind it, but very timeless is kind of the range, which I think everyone in the world wants tactile buttons because everything's a screen. So this was kind of getting a lot of like hate and a lot of love at the same time. I think this is my style right up the bat, and I'll never buy this because it's an EV Ferrari and it's super expensive. But I saw this and I just was like, this is so cool. So the Luce.
I am a big fan of that. I really like what they did with the dash to give it an actual like classic look. And like you said, all the tactile, like functioning buttons. I love it.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome. I think it looks absolutely awesome.
That's the one downside about our Subaru. A lot of the like in-car actions, I have to use our little display screen, and I don't love it. I want to just flick a switch, click a button, turn a knob. That's easier.
Look at this interior. Look at how clean this is.
That's clean.
You know what I think it is too? For me at least, I don't know, and I'm getting picky here, but like it's so easy for a brand, like a car brand, to slap a screen on something because it's cheap and it checks a lot of boxes in terms of functionality. So when you see a company like Ferrari and Johnny Ives, like the legend, he designed the first iPhone as well as a bunch of other stuff. It like hit it in a design perspective. And it's a little different because there's no budget restrictions because it's a Ferrari and people will pay whatever you want for it. It's just cool. It gives hope because the car scene, like, I don't know, not a lot of hope for car guys in the next 30 years. So, yeah,
sadly,
this was cool. I like this. So, shout out Johnny.
Big fan, dude. All right. So today, pull up my screen. We got to talk about the fall off, dude. J. Cole. Did you listen to it at all? Are you a J. Cole guy?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to be a huge J. Cole guy.
Good.
I listened to, what's the song? Go down a little bit, go down a little bit. Nope. I think it was on Disc 39.
Disc 2.
Maybe Man Up Above. There's a line in there saying I got range like Nas Reed range.
Yeah,
Nas Reed's Timberwolves player. So that was pretty cool. But I listened to it. It was solid. I just like, I don't know if I've grown out of J. Cole style in terms of music, but I thought it was good. It's very lyrical. Very lyrical.
Oh yeah.
Every
song's a story. Well, dude, I was just happy I was traveling this day because my flight was super early Friday morning. This came out midnight, and I was like, oh, let's freaking go, dude. Put in my noise canceling headphones, and I'm just
hit download. I'm in
through the airport the whole way. On the flight, I land, like walking around the city, listening to it, going home. I was very impressed. There's not as many like, hard hitting like club songs that people would typically think are like super popular. But I don't know, dude. There was just a lot of good tracks on here that I feel like I'm going to be revisiting for a long time. And I love how he did the Disc 29, which I'm probably going to butcher this, but like that's the age he moved back home from New York. And then 39 is when he moved back home again, something along those lines. Let us know in the comments because I just saw like one post about it. So I'm not super well read, but each disc, 12 songs, an hour and 41 minutes of music. I love when albums drop and they don't say who the features are right away. And listening through it all the way the first time without knowing, like, there really weren't many features. Like, the only one that came up when I was like listening through it the first time and realized was Future on Bounce Road Blues. And his freaking flow on that chorus was so fun. I was like, oh my God, it's Future. Let's go. But like outside of that, I don't know. Been listening to it in the gym. It's a great one. I'm really curious to see. I think he announced the tour dates, but I really want to go see him on tour. Another album that came out. Are you familiar with the artist Joji? He did
yes
Slow
and no.
Dancing in the Dark.
Hiss in the Wind. What an album name. That's great.
Oh, it's great. If you need an album to just listen to when you're driving at night, it's alternative, but it has this sort of like distorted bass kind of feel to it. Very
I can get the vibe from like 2 seconds of it.
100%. But it'll also blow the speakers out in your car, like at the same time.
I downloaded it. You're my music guy. I'm looking for stuff like that. So
oh yeah, but been a fan of him for freaking years. This album is very short, 20 songs, 46 minutes. I think the longest song is 3 minutes. So it's just like
perfect for my short attention span.
Exactly, and it's just some good choruses, and I like it. But on one final note, Two Phone Baby Keem is dropping a new project, and I'm freaking out.
8 days.
Last project we got was in 2022. His tickets for the tour just went on sale a little bit ago, and I'm trying to get a few tickets for the Roxy in Atlanta, but they were already going for like $180 for a small venue. So I'm just going to kind of wait and see, because I just got Noah Khan tickets and I dropped a freaking bag and a half on 6 tickets for Anna, all the family, because they all want to go. They'll pay me back, but I was like, oh my God, I spent like $1,100 on Noah Khan tickets. I'm like, ugh.
The Tame Impala just announced his tour with Joe, and Abby was like freaking out, and then Joe posted this morning that he's not coming to Minneapolis, so she
what?
It's like, this just ruined my day. So
man,
I know she doesn't listen to the podcast, so not to put her on the spot, but I may have to look at going somewhere so that we can go to the Tame Impala. Let me see.
Oh, you have to.
Hey, Atlanta, July 26th or July 12th. Maybe we fly down and come to see you guys, and then we go to it.
Maybe. I gotta see if we're around. I'll look at the tour dates for that, because I know we have some random trips throughout the year.
Boston, all over the place. Nashville, Baltimore, Tampa, Miami, State Farm Arena. Which arena is that? Is that
State Farm's
Hawks?
not bad. Yeah, that's near the Mercedes-Benz Stadium and everything. Not super bad. I go to a lot of concerts there, actually. But
okay. I'm gonna text you this just to keep it on your radar.
Please do. But Baby Keem, very, 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 very excited for this album. We got a lot of good music this year, dude. We got a lot of good music.
Tons.
I really need to sit down. Have you listened to the Tame Impala album a lot?
Tons. Yes, tons.
Have you?
I listen to it when I'm editing it. Yeah.
I have to. I think I listened through like half of it the day it came out, and then I just never ended up revisiting it because I got distracted. So
yeah, plus there's so much other stuff dropping.
I know.
I really like it. It's like
the first song.
I don't know. It puts you in a good
song
mood.
Was great.
One of those.
Yeah. But very interesting, dude.
Thank you, music man. I love it.
Of course. A lot of good concerts coming up. I'm gonna be very broke this year. Too many concerts. But
fair enough.
That's pretty much it for this week.
Thanks for listening. Tap in clips, Instagram, socials. Honestly, tap in with the Discord because it's been active. It's fun to see people in there.
We need to bring.
If you drop a comment on the YouTube, we're always looking at those as well. So yeah, maybe next week. So
We'll
feel
see.
free.
Love it. Love it. All right. Catch you guys next week. Peace.
Have a good week. Peace.